Hey everyone, the Vacuum Doctor here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to fully strip the V10 head top to bottom. I'm not going to fully strip the motor, I'm not going to touch the motor, you don't need to touch the motor. I'm just showing you how to strip everything from up here to here, from there. So I don't think I've ever seen a video on YouTube that shows how to do this. I don't think people know how to. It is tricky a little bit. Once you know what to do, it gets easier, but I'm going to show you how I do it and how to properly do it. In this video, we're going to need 3 tools. We're going to need a Phillps head. Now the Phillps head will be for the wheels. We're going to need the Torx screwdriver. Now the Torx screw is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws. And we're going to need a flat head screwdriver to pry open, get out the wiring clips. So, to start this video, we want to take the brush bar out, give it a twist, and this will come out. Next, we want to undo 1, 2, 3 screws with your Torx screwdriver, preferably T8 if you have one, guys. Great, next you want to use a flathead screwdriver, and we're going to pry open in this case. So, do you see that, these little nudges here? 1, 2, 3, 4, all across. We're going to put a flathead screwdriver in, and we just want to pry it open without bending the plastic. Just give it a little, little jump. A jump wire, I should say. Little jolt, and little jolt, they're out. So, now that it's been taken out, you can, if you want to, you can pull this out, and you can get that clean, and the hot water, hot soapy water. Next, we're going to use more for TA, we're going to take 4 more out. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, and 5. We'll take this one out too. So take those out, and we'll go to the next step. Great, once the screws are out, give it to the side. We just want to give it a little, see where I'm grabbing. That's it. I'm going to take the top off. This side here too. I'm just going to take this little top off part first. Make sure it's not broken anywhere here. That's good. The wiring cup. So just going to unflick that and trace it. Just come across and take that out. Next, to the side. Just up here. Just go all along, and you also want to take this top part off, okay? That top part's comes off. Good. Okay, next, we want to grab from here and lift up. We want to take it out of the casing, gently put it there. Then this, you want to take it out the best you can. So, just try and find the way to get it out without breaking it, and just leave it like this. Just leave it like that, don't mess with it. You put these away. Just wash it if you want. Just wash this in hot water, hot soapy water, give it a scrub and let it dry. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, next. So these steps are very important to follow. We're not going to touch this, but we're touching this. This is what we're going to remove. okay? And this is also a good step to show how to replace this V-wheel body, okay? If it ever breaks. So, this is how we do it. We go to the sides, and we're going to take off the V-wheels with a Phillps head. Okay, they're out. Great. Now you see how much dirt and debris actually build up in these, and hence why a lot of things get broken, okay? So make sure you're leaving it like this, your cord and stuff. You don't want to get that mixed up. It's hard to put back in for beginners, for anyone that's actually trying to do it. Next, we want to take this back tape off as gently as you could. With this, I'm just going to rip it fully off. But if you still have your writing on it, just leave yours on. Doesn't really matter. It's just for aesthetic look, I imagine, and part number. So we just want to take it off. It's pretty tough doing this with gloves. All right. So, T8 screwdriver. I want to grab the screw out. Try not to stab yourself like I just did. Alright, put that to the side. Next, we want to do these screws. On the V-wheel holder, 1, 2, okay? Next, we just want to go like this and just like pop this out. This whole thing will come off, and that's the V-ball wheel holder. And next, we got all this wiring. We want to just take it out of its case in here. Let's just rip that off. And now if you push upwards, it should come out. And next you just got this left. What I do is just, you usually just push it up here and it comes off. Sometimes it's tightly in because of all the dust and stuff that's been built up. So I get a flat head and I just let that do the work for me. And that comes off. Okay, so you want to look at this, you will always remember this. White on the right, black on the left, okay? Now, we've got a tricky step. So we want to go flathead screwdriver. And you see there, we want to pull, we want to push it to the right. So I'm going to bend it like this and up. So bend, up. Get it out. So it's a clip. Bend, up, like that. And you want to do the same on this side too. So there's a clip right there. You see it? I get my flathead right in it. Bend, up. Is that not out yet? Not out yet. So keep trying. Don't want to break it. Don't use too much force. Bend. Saying that. Up. Bend up. There we go. So they're out, just like this. There, those little clips holding in, and you want to use a Torx screwdriver to get out this next part. And take this clip off, and take this one off too. These two will come off. And this now come out. And then for this, because these will always break, this will come out. And you have to get another replacement of these you can't buy individually. You have to get it from a broken head or another head, and that's how you take it off. See all that, look at all the gunk, all this dirt that gets built up over time. This is what gets built up, and this is what actually destroys your Dyson. Look, I understand people say Dysons, I read online and I see people say Dysons aren't that good. I see it, but it comes down to maintaining them. But I understand to this stage it is hard to maintain them. When it gets like this is one fault they need to fix. All this gunk gets stuck up here, and then once drop, these break off, the wheels break off. It's a lot of headaches. There's a lot of things that go on and on about these things. But that's how I fully strip it. And now I'll show you how to reassemble it. Okay, to reassemble it, we want to start with the V-ball wheel holder. And we want to just slide that in. And we just want to put that as the base right now. As so. And then we want to grab this part here, because we're about to trace it all back together. So, right here, we want to put this little holder. We want to kind of just shove it in. Just want to push it in there. Just push down. And then with the wires, we just want to trace across. Okay? So, I'll just grab something that can just push it in just for a bit. That. Make sure you don't cut any wires or screwed. No pun intended. And then, okay. And we just want to line them up. As so. Fairly simple, I imagine. This part doesn't. Yep, there we go. Just like that. Make sure they're in properly. Just want to put them in. Okay, just like that. Great, so we got it all in now, and that's how you want it, all in. Now, what we need to do is we need to put this through, but we won't be able to put it through because this part's going to get stuck. So, because that was just to help us guide it through, we're going to have to undo it just a little bit. As so, and then we're just going to push it through. Okay, just make sure you're not taking it apart. Okay, and now that's to the other side. We just got to put it back in. Fairly simple. I personally think this is probably one of the hardest things to do within the Dyson stuff. Changing motors is probably the easiest thing for me. But doing this, and then just with a screwdriver, if you can, you don't have to use a screwdriver. I'm just making sure it's going in. Okay, just put it in. And then once you think it's in, which should definitely be in now, we want to line it up. Now, make sure this is definitely in properly. If it's not, the head's not going to turn properly. I guarantee you that now. Okay, so make sure that's in. It's all in there. That looks in to me. Now we want to line it up. We want to line it up with this. And make sure it's, yep, the hole's there. And we're going to use our screwdriver, get that little small screw, screw it in. Great. Now that's done, we can finally move on to the next step, which is putting it together. We want to put the top bit in, so it should just go in like this, and we just want to connect it to its little holders. So you just get the try and get it in like so. May take a few tries. There you go. That's in. All right. So now, what I usually do, grab your 2 screws, and then want to put them in. Make sure it's lined up, so you can kind of tell here that they're lined up. No plastic's going to be in there when you're screwing in. Next, we just got the wires left. Like this, black goes left, white goes right. And we just want to put it in there so we can come out the top, like so. Okay, white and the black. Come on. Okay. Now, you want to put the holders on together. So be careful with this step. You always want the white one to go from the foot to the other side, like so. Watch. So, what we want to do is make sure all this is easily accessible. Probably easy to bend it. Yep. What we want to do is, if it's like this, white's there, we just want to put it back in like this, like so. This here, put the screw in, and just look how I'm holding it. It's just holding it up so it doesn't fall down, because it's gonna fall down if anything. And then, because the white goes on the right, so look at this. Okay, and then press down, see? And then that will just lock in. Now, this is going good, it's looking good. We just want to line this up, no big deal, just want to get these ones in here first. Up top, the white. And then the black one. And now you got your clip. It just looks like something like this. I'm gonna add a clip just like this. There you go. Now, you can try and clip it. What I usually do, because this usually doesn't go in, you just want to press, preferably on a surface here. Sometimes it just needs to go in to that, okay? All you need to do is just press hard. Same on this side. Make sure not to break it, of course. There you go. That's clipped in. And yeah, make sure it's like this. Okay, next I'm going to insert this part into there. There we go. And then this part will go into that, okay? And you should be able to move freely, not getting stuck by that over there. Now the screen, we want to put that on, just like so. And you just want to line it up, make sure the wires don't get stuck. And the wires, yep, we're good. Then here, we want to put these back into their little placeholders. And then we just want to, the wires go in there and just across like this. It should look like this. So it looks like that. And now we want to put our protector on. So. Moves perfectly. Make sure yours move solidly too. Great, now we want to chuck on the V wheels. Now we want to chuck back these boys back on. Make sure these screws are all in properly. Okay, these side screws, just double check. Once they click and they stop, you know it's good. Okay, they're good. That head moves really great now. So, the V-wheel. There. Then the little pin, and then we need the screw here. Okay, what I like to do is just like to screw it in just a bit. And then grab your Phillps head. You just want to... There we go. V-wheels are on. Now, very last basic steps. We want to put the remaining screws back in. Okay, we're gonna go with the small one first. That's in the middle. Right, once all the screws are in, we just want to put this in. Very simple. You just want to glide it in. And then we just want to place it like this. And click it in on all sides, okay? Last step, you want to grab your brush bar. And I'll grab brush bar. This one's brand new, genuine. I'm just going to slide, lock it in. Always use a coin. And there you go. Moves perfectly. Not too rough. Not too bad. So, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and I'll always make more. I've not seen a single video that breaks down these. Knows how to fix these and everything. So if you have a broken V-wheel, You can do this on the V11s as well. I'll make a separate video. They're so much easier to do on the V11s. But on these ones, a bit more difficult. But if you do have a broken V-wheel, you just need a replacement V-wheel holder. Now you know how to replace it. Now you know how to take apart everything on this head. I don't want to touch the motors. I don't like touching the motors. That's not for you guys to know. That's not for me to know. If it's a faulty motor, just get a new motor. Okay? But this is anything damaged, you can replace. Okay? Thank you for watching and happy vacuuming. See ya.